coming out to our winter storm community briefing as we prepare for this weekend. We'll turn it over to Mayor Richard C. Irvin.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in with us today. Let me begin by wishing our community a happy holiday season. We are in the midst of Hanukkah, a few days ahead of Christmas and Kwanzaa, and just a week and a half from New Year. We want to ensure your holidays are happy and safe, which is why we're here today. Yesterday was the first official day of winter, and today we face what that can truly mean here in the Midwest. As we prepare to enter the first winter storm of the season, many of our city leaders have joined me today to share more information with our community. Today, the message is clear and direct. Be ready, be prepared, be extra cautious, be of assistance, be safe. While we certainly have faced storms that have brought more snow than is expected today, we will face a severely dangerous environment when the snow is coupled with the high winds and then frigid below zero temperatures are added. We want to make sure everyone in our community remains safe throughout this event, and it will take all of us working together, sharing information and helping those in need to ensure that happens. Today we are joined by leaders of our Emergency Management Agency, our Public Works Department, and our Neighborhood Standard Division to provide a comprehensive overview of the next couple of days. I'll return with a direct and much needed ask of our residents during this time. We'll begin with Natalie Wiesa, the Aurora Emergency Management Agency Director. Natalie?
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, I'm Natalie Wiesa, Coordinator of Aurora Emergency Management Agency. As the Mayor mentioned, yesterday was the official start of winter, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate the season than this perfectly timed winter storm. But in the seriousness of the event, at 9 a.m. this morning, a winter storm warning for the Aurora area went into effect as issued by the National Weather Service. It will remain in effect until 6 a.m. Saturday, December 24th. This winter storm will produce dangerously cold temperatures as low as 25 to 35 below zero, sustained winds of approximately 30 miles per hour with wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour. We may also see some snow accumulation between 2 and 4 inches. Being from Illinois, we can easily say that 2 to 4 inches is no big deal. But I want to stress that the hazards of focus for this storm are the whiteout conditions and the sustained strong winds and the below zero temperatures leading to frostbite on exposed skin in as little as 10 minutes. From now until 1 p.m., we are going to experience a flash freeze situation. What will occur is a 20-degree drop in temperature resulting in rapidly deteriorating roadways, most significant on bridges and overpasses. Aurora EMA is urging individuals to use the utmost caution during this storm. We understand the importance and significance of this holiday season, especially the upcoming weekend, but the public must be prepared, and we strongly recommend adjusting your plans as hazardous travel will occur with the most impacts to the north and south roadways. With this storm, individuals should take the time to prepare and be ready. Action items you can perform include: if you need an essential item for your home, such as milk, medication, formula, or fuel for your generator, get it now, get only what you need, and get back home safely. Remember to check on family, friends, and neighbors, especially the elderly or disabled. Extreme cold can increase symptoms of certain illnesses, and individuals with mobility impairment may experience temporary disruption to their normal assistive or supportive services. Remember to not leave your pets outside for longer than necessary, and when they come back in, clear their paths of snow and ice. If you must travel, do so for only an emergency. And before leaving your house, it's suggested that you pack up some food, water, and blankets, fully charge your phone, check the forecast and road conditions, and notify someone of your planned travel route and your final destination. When you leave, top off your fuel tank and check your tire pressure. As you are traveling, provide plenty of space for our first responders, snowplow drivers, and other drivers on the roadway. Give yourself plenty of travel time to get where you are going and avoid driving at night. When you arrive, notify that individual that you made it safely. With the cold temperatures now and through the weekend, we want to remind you to dress appropriately in the event that you find yourself outside, especially to our essential field workers such as first responders, snowplow drivers, and the utility crews. Wear your hat, gloves, and cover as much as your face as you can. Don a coat and your waterproof boots. Also, you need to dress in loose-fitting layers, and you need 2 on the bottom and 3 on the top at a minimum, and ensure that one of those layers is insulating. The key to your safety starts with you. Again, this winter storm warning is in effect from now until 6 a.m. Saturday. To stay up to date on the current weather conditions and to learn more about winter weather safety and preparedness in Aurora, we encourage you to follow Aurora Emergency Management Agency on social media. To the City of Aurora, Aurora Emergency Management, and the rest of the city partners that you're going to hear from today, the safety and welfare of all Aurora is our top priority. Please be patient as we ride this out together, and keep in mind the information presented in the event that you may need assistance. I wish you all a safe, joyous, and blessed holiday season. And at this time, I'm going to pass it over to Mr. Ken Schroth, who will provide information on snow plowing operations for the city.
Thanks, Natalie. Good morning. As Natalie said, I'm Ken Schroth. I'm the City Public Works Director and the City Engineer. At 7 a.m. this morning, the city dispatched the entire snow fleet to fill all 36 snow routes. At this time, all primary routes and residential streets have been salted in advance of the storm. For the majority of the snow event, the fleet will remain on primary routes, trying to keep them open and passable during the high winds and drifting snow. Once the primary routes are clear, which is usually towards the end of the snow event, we will then begin plowing residential streets. We ask for everyone's patience with our drivers and for safety's sake to stay at least 75 feet away from the plow trucks. As you heard from Natalie in Emergency Management, visibility will be low and streets may be icy and road salt fairly ineffective at these cold temperatures. So it is more important than ever to keep a safe distance between all vehicles. Also, please do not park on the street. Street parking not only significantly slows down snow removal operations, it also causes safety issues with the windrows of snow that's left around parked cars, which become solid blocks of ice, especially at the temperatures we're looking at this afternoon. Please keep in mind city crews and contractors cover about 1,300 lane miles of pavement, or enough roadway to get you from here to Central Florida. We'll have around-the-clock coverage, and we will do our very best to keep the roads open and passable despite the expected weather conditions. To talk more about parking, I'm going to hand it off to Josh Alcaraz with Neighborhood Standards.
Good morning, everyone. Josh Alcaraz with Property Standards. I just want to advise everyone of the snow parking ordinance. Give you guys a little description of what the ordinance is, that it should be unlawful for any person to park of any motor vehicle and or allow for any motor vehicle to remain parked or standing on a public street or alley during or after a snow event with more than an accumulation of 2 inches. I do know that some residents here in the city of Aurora tend to have some limited spacing or parking in their driveways, and there is a exception to the ordinance that do allow residents to park their vehicles on their premises, as in their front yard, or get them onto their driveway over the crosswalk, and they are allowed to do that for 24 hours after the snow event or during the snow event. We will have our team out to their geographical areas proactively enforcing the snow parking ordinance. So they will be out there as well as communicating with the Public Works Department and helping them out with any areas that they're having issues clearing the roads for our citizens. And at this time, I would like to bring our Chief Development Officer, John Curley.
Thanks, Josh. Good morning and happy holidays, everyone. Had a couple of safety tips, home safety tips, neighborhood tips. One item to bear in mind when we have a large snowfall event, may not be this one, but during this winter, is to make sure that your intake and exhausts for high-efficiency furnaces, boilers, and water heaters remain clear. If those get blocked, your heating device, your water heater will not work, and it takes a while to clear those out. So please make sure those are clear. Also, we have a lot of slips and falls this time of year as well, so please be mindful to keep stairs, sidewalks clear and help your neighbors, elderly neighbors specifically, or disabled neighbors do the same. Also want to make a point to make sure that ice dams are cleared from your home, so make sure that you don't have water damage and mold in your attics. And also, if you happen to have a fire hydrant in front of your home, please make sure that you clear a 3-foot ring around that fire hydrant and all the way to the street to help our emergency responders. I'm going to turn it over to Assistant Chief Nichols here to finish off with some more fire tips. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Aurora Fire Department, we just want to touch on a few important reminders. I cannot overemphasize the importance of carbon monoxide detectors. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer, colorless and odorless. Please avoid running your car inside of a garage. To warm it up, this could cause your house to become charged with deadly carbon monoxide gas. Alternate heating sources need to be used with extreme caution. We see this a lot. Adhering to the recommended clearance for combustible materials like bedding when you're using those portable heaters. Please refrain from the use of stovetops, ovens to heat your residence. If you're going to be firing up your fireplace this weekend, please ensure that your flue is open and free of debris and nests. A lot of critters like to make nests during the summer in there. Also, a friendly reminder to refrain from the use of your fireplace Saturday night, ensuring safe passage for Santa. For those of you that are being good. We are asking our residents to adopt a hydrant, as Mr. Curley alluded to. Please keep those clear and safe so we can provide the care to you. We want to ensure that everybody has a great holiday season. God bless.
First of all, thank all our staff for letting our community know what we need to do to protect ourselves. Thank our entire team. As you can see, we're well prepared for what is coming this weekend and have an experienced team ready to serve our community. It's important to remember that those helping to keep our city safe are not simply staff members. They too are our family members with children, parents, siblings, and other relatives who expect them to make it home safely. Let's exercise patience as they serve our community out in the elements. Severe weather is also causing several unplanned closures, including the Chris Kendall Market Aurora, which is closing permanently today at 4 p.m. for the season because of the weather. It has been a wildly successful market, bringing more than 130,000 people to downtown Aurora in just a short month. Thank you for the team at the German American events, Aurora Civic Center Authority, and city staff for turning a vision into successful reality. While we have to close the market 2 days sooner than planned, we will return bigger and better next year for our second season. Also, the Paramount Sound of Music and the Copley Theater's Second City will be canceled tonight, for the safety of the cast members, the staff members, and our visiting patrons, in an abundance of caution for all. We will also temporarily close the Aurora Festival of Lights drive-through at Phillips Park as we focus all resources on primary and residential streets cleanup. Also, with lowering temperatures and high winds, it simply isn't safe to have volunteers collecting donations in the elements. Our goal is to close for one night, but we will make a final decision based on weather conditions and the residential effects of high winds on the display of our park and our displays at the park. Donations can still be made online. The temporary overnight warming center at the Aurora Transportation Center has also been activated. It's been open for a couple of nights and will remain open each night from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. through the morning of Tuesday, December 27th. We're working with the Hesed House to inform the daytime visitors of overnight options and ask the community to help by sharing the information. We never know how many may need a warm place to stay for the night. We're also in need of our community for help for our most vulnerable members. I'm going to ask Ms. Katrina Boatwright to join me at the podium, who is our Director of Senior Services and our champion for our Senior Shovel program. Operation Senior Shovel provides snow shoveling services to more than 150 seniors and residents with disabilities. Unfortunately, while the program is at capacity for those needing help, we are far from capacity with volunteers to serve them. We need your help. We need your traditional Aurora spirit of giving and assistance. We need your shovels. We need your snow blowers, and your willingness to come out this weekend to serve our community. I'm going to give Ms. Boatwright a couple minutes to talk about what that help looks like.
Thank you, Mayor. As the mayor of Aurora has said, we're compelling those that are willing to come out and volunteer. There's more than one way you can volunteer. If you feel like shoveling and getting your snowblower is not what you do best, then we have an opportunity for you to be a sponsor. And what does a sponsor look like for this program? You can say, you know what, I can't get out and shovel because that's not what I do, but I do have enough funds, or my organization or my group has capacity to financially sponsor a home. And you can sponsor a Snow Angel home for $360. And what does that consist of? That's a rate and a discounted rate with a partner that provides snow removal services for $60 per snow event. And we're averaging around 6 snow events for the season. And so you would sponsor that home for 6 snow events at $60 for $360. That can be your organization or your group or whatever group you want to get together to collect that funds to help sponsor a home, to make sure that an elderly person or a person with disabilities can have support during this winter season. We also have groups that want to sponsor. If you want to sponsor a home, for example, your club or a school club, an athletic club, a club within the community, and say, you know what, we have a team of people and we can rotate volunteers per snow event. We do understand that these snow events are unexpected and they come when they come. So it doesn't have to be the same person every time. As long as your church or event is willing to sponsor that home, you can rotate volunteers and give more than one person a chance to sponsor the home that you agree to. But if you're someone that loves this kind of weather and you have a warm heart and you want to get out and serve this winter, then please join us as a Snow Angel volunteer for the city of Aurora. You can go to our website at aurora.illinois.org/senior shovel and sign up. We would love to have you and help us serve those in need. We hear in these conditions, you say, maybe we don't want to be out during this time because it's very cold. If you can't get out for this event, then know that we're going to postpone and we'll go out, whether it's all the way till Saturday. We have 48 hours to serve our residents that are participating and receiving service through our Operation Senior Shovel. If you find it in your heart to couple with somebody and partner to help us serve the community, we welcome all forms of support. Thank you for considering Operation Senior Shovel.
You know, I want to echo that too. Our seniors are some our most vulnerable members of our community. We need your help. We need your traditional Aurora spirit and giving, as I said, and assistance. We need your shovels. We need your snow blowers. We need your willingness to come out this weekend to serve our community. From high school students to adults, I'm making a direct ask to you that you join this effort and help out, at least for this snowy weekend. We need you. We also understand that a commitment of doing so may seem overwhelming all winter. So we ask that you take the first step by helping this weekend. And we go from there. Volunteers are called, as pointed out by Ms. Boatwright, Aurora Snow Angels. We need some angels to step up and help out. And you are assigned a house to clear the snow within 48 hours. And after the end of the snow event, which means Friday and Sunday of this weekend, to help the seniors get back on their feet. Aurora always steps up to help others and to assist when needed. Let's do that now. This is the time of need. Please visit the website once again at www.aurora-il.org/senior shovel or email seniorshovel@aurora-il.org or call 630-256-3407. That's 630-256-3407 to volunteer. Be ready. Be prepared. Be extra cautious. Be of assistance. Be safe. Finally, let's stay connected. Make sure you're receiving our emergency notifications and general news from the City of Aurora. You receive mobile alerts by texting Aurora IL to 88777. That's Aurora IL to 888-3837. Receive email updates by texting My Aurora to 22828. That's My Aurora to 22828. Follow the City of Aurora on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Again, let's stay safe out there, Aurora. Happy holidays.
Any questions? Definitely. The Warming Center, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Through December 27th. The Warming Center is set up on a threshold of temperatures, generally a 15-degree air temperature or wind chill. And so we open the center, which of course is the Aurora Transportation Center during the daytime. And we've had capacity of 40, 50 individuals that are comfortably, spaced out. And this year providing transportation even at 7 a.m. to some of our daytime facilities if there's nowhere else to go. So we're well equipped and prepared for these cold and frigid nights. A question from online. How do we report cars that are parked and not removed, or areas of our community like streets that haven't been shoveled?
Certainly, they can always contact the customer service division. Their phone number is 630-256-4636. Again, you can always remember by 630-256-INFO. Once you submit a complaint, the inspector of that area will be assigned to that ticket. We'll go out there and enforce the snow parking ordinance. And please note that the ordinance does also state if the vehicle is out there during a snow event, it could potentially also be towed by the discretion of the Aurora Police Department.
Question to the fire department. Are open fire pits or fire warming pits in backyards legal, and are they allowed to be used at this time?
Yes, if they're permitted, we have permits. They can access that online on the City of Aurora's website. They can get a permit if they don't have it, and that'll explain all the stipulations involved with the requirements for that.
2 questions about volunteers. To Katrina, are there other needs that seniors may have that we can assist with? This is from a community member, like providing food or gloves or things of that sort.
That's always a need. And how you can do that, if you want to send me an email, I can connect you with opportunities. We have several organizations within our community that's collecting and gathering things, whether it's blankets, whether it's food and things like that, to support our elderly during this time. If you want to give something like that, please send me an email. You can send that to Senior Services at aurora.il.us, and we'll connect you with a community partner to make sure your donations get to the elderly, to make sure their needs are met. Thank you.
Thank you. The second question about volunteerism is for Natalie. Can you explain what an email volunteer is and how they can be of service at this time or any time?
So an emergency management volunteer offers support services to the city departments and the community. During snow situations like this, we may have traffic incidents or fires that need to be responded to, and the emergency management volunteers offer some firsthand support out on the roadway, dealing with traffic management. We also have volunteers that are monitoring the weather for us on a 24-hour round-the-clock basis for the next 3 days at minimum. So they're going to be sending information to the agency so the agency can push it out to the city to keep you up on the current situation. And we also have volunteers that are monitoring the Fox River situation because we are in for possibly some ice jams along the river, and we have to provide information to the National Weather Service. How you can volunteer is you can reach out to the emergency management webpage on the City of Aurora website. There is a general interest form. You fill out that form, email the office, and we will get in touch with you and let you know about other opportunities and how you can sign up to be a volunteer.
Wonderful. And then lastly, turn it to the mayor. It's assigned a mother with teenagers at home. Can you please talk directly to high school students again, the importance of volunteering at this time or at any time, just the importance of being involved and making themselves of use this time?
It's very important for our young people to be involved. As a matter of fact, this administration has created the Aurora Youth Council, to get all of our young people engaged as much as possible throughout our entire city, in every single school district and community throughout our city. It's important for our young people to step up and recognize that you are giving back. When you help the seniors, when you help our general community, you're giving back and making your neighborhood a better place to live. So we appreciate our young people's, our teenagers' support. We appreciate you being engaged, and we look forward to seeing you out there helping Aurora to remain to be strong.
Thank you. If there are no further questions,
Just ask the mayor if that's obviously we've been talking about this storm coming for several days now. The focus seems to have certainly shifted in terms of the amount of snowfall. To I've touched on this before, but invested again.
It's absolutely much bigger than that. When you're talking about high winds, you're talking about below zero temperatures that, as Natalie pointed out, Wiza pointed out, can reach 25 to 30 degrees below zero. It's important for us to look at the big picture and recognize that we have to do everything we can to keep everyone safe. Not just about removing snow, which is very important, but about making sure people are safe, people are warm, and people are protected in our community.
thank you. That will conclude our briefing. Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you very much. Stay safe.